Hi guys, good morning. Today I want to talk about anxiety. What jumps into your head when you hear the word anxiety? For some of you, it may be that you have personal experience of anxiety, maybe you're even feeling it now. Given how crazy the world is, I think most of us have at least a measure of anxiety in our lives. But other people may feel quite distant from anxiety. It may be that when you hear the word anxiety, you think of other people who experience anxiety. So whatever your relationship with anxiety is, I think what I'm going to share today will be really helpful and really encouraging, because we live in a world where there's unprecedented amounts of uncertainty, chaos, fear, and anxiety. It's all around us and it's hard to avoid it. Now, a very talented, beautiful friend of mine called Philippa, who's a Christian singer, shared a post on Facebook, and she was very honest. She basically broke anxiety down. She said, anxiety, if you experience it, doesn't mean you're emotionally unstable. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you can't handle yourself in a crisis. We all experience anxiety, and she admitted to experience anxiety herself. And she said, I experience it. I'm going through anxiety, and we've got to break down these misconceptions. Guys, I want to share today, really honestly from the heart as well, over the past few years, not just in the last few crazy months of COVID, I have experienced anxiety in ways that I've not expected. It's kind of come in surprising and sudden moments when I shouldn't experience anxiety. It's manifested through physical symptoms at points, and anxiety can be a really strange thing. But at the same time, I've been through some crazy experiences in the past years, and I feel like in some of the most tense, scary, heated situations, I've had a sense of calm, I've had a sense of peace, I've had a sense of composure and rationality, and that's kind of how anxiety works. So, for example, when me and my wife were shipwrecked off the coast of Panama, we were terrified for our lives, we felt an immense sense of peace, we felt calm, we felt rational, we actually felt quite strong in the situation, we felt on top of it. But there are other situations where anxiety can just bubble up in ways that you won't expect, you don't see it coming, and it can just completely throw you, it can surprise you, and it's things that can be surprisingly small that cause anxiety, and then you feel bad about it. You're like, I shouldn't feel anxious about this, I shouldn't be drawn down or experience anxiety over these things. So I want to kind of address anxiety today and think about it as an area where we can grow and build ourselves and build each other, because I think anxiety struggles to thrive and take hold in a community of faith and a community of encouragement. Now, again, one thing I want to break down is say, just because you experience anxiety, it doesn't mean that you don't have faith. It doesn't even necessarily mean your faith is weak. But I think it's about very intentionally and very positively bringing positivity and good thoughts, positive words into your life intentionally. So one thing you could do, if you're taking the time to watch this video, if you're taking the time to kind of tune in and listen, and you've got this far into the video, is just take an extra minute or two to write down 3 positive things in your life that when you feel the anxiety welling up, you can focus on them. Paul puts it this way, he says, whatever is good, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is noble, whatever is praiseworthy, on these things meditate. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do. Just take some good things, some things that will lift you up and help you when that anxiety comes, if you struggle with anxiety. But it may not be that you're walking through a personal battle with anxiety. It may not be that anxiety is something that is affecting you at the moment. But you know what? I would stake money on the fact that if you live in community and you have friendships and relationships with other people, or maybe you've got family members, there'll be someone around you who does struggle with anxiety. And other people can help. Believe me, other people can help so much. I want to talk now about this idea of encouragement. The word encourage means to impart courage to someone, to say something that imparts or brings or gives courage to the person. And sometimes that can be in the form of a kind of personal encouragement, like, wow, I love the way you did that. That was so well navigated. I love I love listening to that, or I love the thing that you made there or did, or it may be an accomplishment in the work. I'm so impressed with what you've done in that project. So you can get these kind of personal and professional encouragements, and it could just be encouraging someone on their looks. You look beautiful today, just genuinely looking someone in the eye and telling them how beautiful they look. That's a way of encouraging. Or you can get these encouragements which are kind of forward looking. It's like, yeah, this is a really painful situation you're in, but you know what, there's good times coming and there's good things ahead. You've got good things to look forward to, and kind of speaking those forward directed positive goals. So you can compliment someone or kind of encourage someone in the place they're in by complimenting, lifting them up, raising their esteem. But you can also give these kind of forward directed encouragements like, keep going, you're running a race, there's the end line, keep focused on the end. Now, I have to be honest, I don't have all the answers. I shared with the fact that I've struggled with anxiety on and off over the past few years. It's a journey I'm still on, and I don't feel like I have all the answers, but I would say there's a few things. Having the right mindset and the right focus and speaking positive things, words are powerful. Writing those things down, putting them into your life, putting them into your sphere of awareness, that's powerful. Another thing that's powerful is having community, support, friendship. Guys, if you're struggling, talk to people, talk to friends, talk to family. If the anxiety is overwhelming you and it's manifesting physically, talk to a GP, talk to a doctor, get the support that you need, get people praying for you, and don't judge yourself. There's a phrase that has been bounded around over the past year or so, and I think it's really poignant and it's really profound, and I think it's particularly important in this season. And it says this: it's okay to not be okay. And that's the start of the journey through anxiety. It's being easygoing and forgiving and kind and gentle with yourself. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to struggle. There are uncertainties, there are fears, especially when you are just burdened and carrying a lot of things. Life can be an absolute roller coaster, especially in this season. And I think when we're exasperated, when we're exhausted, when we're uncertain about the future, about what's going on around us, that can impart so much fear. So just go easy on yourself. Don't judge yourself. And you know what? Sometimes you'll think that other people are judging you, right? I think part of the anxious mindset is presuming that other people are constantly judging us and feeling that the weight of that judgment. Do you know what? They're probably judging you less than you think. And even if they are judging you, their judgment doesn't matter. You know what matters? It's what God says about you. If you're his child, he loves you, he adores you, he dotes on you, he chose you, he knows you by name, and he values you. You are hidden in Christ, and in God's sight, you are the righteousness of Christ. That's how the Bible puts it. It says we are hidden in Christ. We are the righteousness of Christ in him. Our lives are concealed in him. So with the fatherly affection and pride and joy and delight God takes in his perfect son Jesus, he also takes in us. I'm going to leave it there today. And guys, if you want prayer, please do actually just drop a comment. Be honest. Say hi. Let us know how you're doing. Drop a comment in this video. We'll be praying for you. Just stay strong. Remember, talk to someone, share, encourage, be open, and we're going to get through this together. God bless you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.